What is going on, beautiful people, and welcome back to episode, 19? 19 of the absolute best show in all of pro wrestling and sports entertainment. You know I'm talking about the Scrap News. I am one half of your host and duo. I am SERG VICENTE, and joining me, as always, is my sister from another mister, the brains of the operation, the best, who should be running creative for WWE's garbage stuff right now. We are talking about none other than my sister, Miss Dre. What is going on?
Big dog, what's going on, man?
It is another week. We are back. And before we even get started, let me give a shout out to our collaborators in this, our the people holding it down for us. Is always the Scrap News. We love Scrap News. Make sure if you want, honestly, the absolute best in combat sports, media from every aspect, from social media all the way up to, fantastic articles, interviews, and so much more. Make sure you check out the Scrap for shows like this and a whole bunch of other really, really dope stuff, articles and everything. Make sure you go out, check out the Scrap News. If you do like stuff like this, videos like this, shows like this, make sure you show not only them some love, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you go ahead and show us some love too at the Fight Podcast. Again, SERG VICENTE. And hey, we are the Fight Podcast, the Royal Rundown. You can check us out everywhere on all podcasting platforms: Apple, Google Play, Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher, all them shits. Check us out.
Yeah,
all right.
We everywhere.
Got all that out the way.
We on your TV. We on your phone. We on your laptop.
What?
We on your MacBook. We on your Dell, your PC.
What? Let them know. Let them know we are getting cracking, as I'm sure all of you can tell.
We're in a good mood today.
Now, granted, wrestling has been sus for a minute. I'm going to say that. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Wrestling has been sus. It has not been the most. We'll discuss. But you know what? You know the type of dude I am. We are going to start with love and positivity, because here on the Royal Rundown, as always, what I try to do is I try to spread positive vibes and love. And that's what we're going to go ahead and start the show off today. And today we're going to start the show off. And I have to say this. I gave this man some slack for a little bit. And I heard somebody, and they said that this man is going to close the divide between light-skinned and dark-skinned black folks. We are talking about none other than pretty boy Ricky Stark. I have to give love to Ricky Stark, because I am telling you, this brother here is fantastic. I used to say he's like a pocket DJ.
Damn,
and he's not. He is his own man. He got the entire swag, the music, the promo he cut last week. The promo
Ricky.
Cut.
Pretty Ricky, what they
call him. But you know what? I have jumped into this show feet first. Miss Dre, how are you today?
Fabulous. I love that. We're talking about Pretty Ricky Starks, as he is him and Hobbs and the Young Bucks and lovely swerving Keith Lee are about to main event Dynamite in about
their glory
in a couple 2 minutes. For the AEW Tag Team Championship. So yeah, why not? We can kick it off. Talk about Pretty Ricky, what they call him.
Let's talk about Pretty Ricky, what they call him.
We love us some Ricky Starks. AEW's Ricky Starks. I love it. He has been a sleeper, like a sleeper star to me since the beginning of AEW. Thank you. My favorite wrestler of all time. When I was a kid, this is who I was rocking.
Slap it to a Slim Jim.
Hulk was cool then, but this was my guy. This is who I was rooting for. But yeah, I just think that Ricky is one of those great AEW stories, right? Where, he wrestled on the indies for a little while, but he got his shine at AEW at the beginning of AEW. Absolutely. One time for Cody Rhodes, because that was I think that's another Cody Rhodes.
Cody Luther King, boy, be out here working. He's doing God's work.
Son, and I think that's just, one more time, just his influence on not just AEW, not just WWE, but wrestling as a whole. I mean, the man is really carving out a legacy of his own that is separate from his brother and his father. Yeah. Anyway, back
should be proud.
Absolutely. But Pretty Ricky's just, that the promo to pub, this match that's happening tonight, this AEW Tag Team Championship match tonight, was amazing. Ricky Starks channeling his inner Ric Flair, even had his partner had his partner cracking up. He couldn't even hold character because he was cracking up laughing. Him and Swerve, that singles match,
chemistry. They have such great chemistry.
Going to be so sick.
Fuego. And I am not talking about Del Sol.
It's gonna be. That was good, Serge. That was really good. It's gonna be great, and like that's gonna be. I am hoping. I love to look kind of long term, and like, I love that AEW is such a new company, and we can kind of like fantasy book legendary rivalries that are homegrown from them. And I think that Ricky Starks and Swerve has the potential to be one of those like really dope legendary Triple H Rock kind of things, like Triple H and the Rock were kind of rising at the same time, towards the end of the Attitude Era. Ricky and Swerve are,
I can see that.
You see what I'm saying? Like they're right here doing that together in AEW, and I think that that's just really, really fly. I don't think either one of our lovely favorite teams in this match is going to win tonight. I think they're going to keep it on the Bucks.
I have thoughts. I say I have notes.
We could talk about it. I want to hear your thoughts. But the reason I think that we're not going to get that, even though we all want it, we want it, for the culture, of course, but it's not going to happen. Because they're really building to Bucks versus FTR for all the tag titles at the next pay-per-view that they have, which I think is All Out. And that's going to be in Chicago. I think that's what's actually going to happen. We're going to probably build towards Swerve and Keith actually breaking up for real this time. That'll be another big match, hopefully, for All Out as well. Yeah. And then... I think Hobbs and Ricky still have some juice left in their tag team. So I think that's going to stick around. And I think there's going to be some shenanigans and all kinds of craziness that's going to happen to get us to Ricky Hobbs versus the Bucks and or FTR for pick a title, pick a set of tag titles.
Pick a title.
There's so many tag titles.
Y'all mad at the Usos and FTR walking around with 6 titles.
Belted up. They looking like the dude from I'm Gonna Get You Sucker when he died with all the
Yo, but here's the thing though. Like the thing about wrestling that used to be cool back in the days, Muggs used to go out there and go from territory to territory, right?
Precisely.
The belt collectors, and FTR is one of those old school type of teams, so I'm not mad at it. So let's be honest, if that other organization that I think sucks right now would actually go out there and actually do something like this, people wouldn't have an issue with it. I really don't think they would. Now I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna ask you this, Dre.
Sir,
did you see when the Young Bucks came out last week? We're not talking. Everybody talking about Pretty Ricky and Swerve and the interaction that they had because it was phenomenal. It was beautiful. It was gorgeous. It's exactly everything that you want. Chef's kiss. It's everything that you wanted to see. But all of a sudden, the Young Bucks, the patriarch of the organization, comes strolling down in whatever they're wearing, which I'm okay with. Shoe game is fire. I'm not gonna hate on that. They go in there, and while they're doing their thing, the crowd starts chanting FTR, FTR, FTR. And you know what I noticed? Did you notice this? The Young Bucks looked a little rattled. They look like it looked like it struck a chord a little bit. Did you see that? Or is it just me?
I think everybody's doing their jobs wonderfully because, of course, I saw that. You're supposed to react to the crowd. That's the gimmick. That's the story, right?
Yeah, but that wasn't the act. That wasn't the gimmick. That was the men.
Serge, don't be working yourself into a shoot. Don't do it.
This is a wrestling show. We're supposed to have fun. Work with me.
You better work yourself into a shoot. Is it for real? Is it? But here's the thing.
Like yes. They was hurting a little bit.
I adore that. That is exactly why we watch this. We want to get work like that. Like, is it for real? Do they really not like each other?
No. I'm not saying they don't like each other. What I'm saying is that
feeling away?
When it hurt a little bit. We're the Young Bucks. We're back. We finally got the belt back after this team of one person who's not even a real person. He's a damn dinosaur. We have a team of this. And all of a sudden, you guys are cheering for the dude in the mustache and the other guy, the two dad bod guys wearing 80s gear. That's the guys you want? Guess what? That's exactly who we want.
I love it.
Love FTR, Dax, and them. But I will say this about that tag team. I'm sorry, really quick. I do want to say this about this match. I know you think that, and I know
that's happening in literally like 15 minutes.
Looking at TV and shit. Right. I'll say this. And the cool thing about it is too, honestly, we're actually gonna be able to talk about it in real time because honestly,
I was gonna say we are definitely having a low key live stream right now.
Low key. You know what? Yo, check it out.
Unofficial.
Anybody right now who is watching live, Miss Dre, you on the ones and twos over there with the Twitters and you get to do your thing. Do me a favor. Could you send out a quick tweet for us and be like, yo, live stream Dynamite. We breaking it down right now live for the people. Live. Let them know.
Done.
And it's as soon as because I'm over here directing too many things. I'm over here. You know what I'm saying?
Let me get to it.
I appreciate you. I appreciate
you doing it while we're transitioning into the.
Let them know. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much. But I'm gonna say this. I think it's a mistake to have the Young Bucks win. I absolutely do. I think you have done exactly what you wanted to do. You have homegrown talent that has a storyline, that has new budding rivalries. This is the time. Why are we dicking around with Hobbs? I'm going to say Hobbs and Shaw. Hobbs and Ricky.
Keep saying that.
Fucking Hobbs and Shaw. Why we got that? Why are we sitting here dicking around? It's time. They're ready. Dude, we talk about Bobby Lashley being over like Rover. Yo, Ricky Starks and them, what they are doing. Here's the thing. You know me. I absolutely adore Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee. They are two of my favorite wrestlers. Guess what? Pretty Ricky and Hobbs have won me over. They have absolutely won me over. They are everything that they're doing, both of them, they hit their roles fantastic. And can I say we called it here on the Royal Rundown, the absolute greatest show in all of pro wrestling and sports entertainment? I'm going to say it one more time. I said this, I think it might have been episode 10 or 11. We're on 19. And I said it right here, and I was laughed at. When I said that I believe Ricky Starks, Pretty Ricky's what they call him, is what, I don't even remember that little boy's name no more. Max, whatever Max's name, wherever he been, he's who you guys want Max to be. That is who y'all, that's what it is.
You said
Ricky
that.
Starks, I did say that, and I'm going to say it again.
You said that, and you know what? I am going to sit here and watch this happen. Sergio Vicente said that Ricky Starks is who everyone thinks MJF is. And
I said Maxwell Jacob Freeman. You guys saw Maxwell. I said Pretty Ricky is who y'all want Maxwell Jacob Freeman to be. Maxwell Jacob Freeman is great. I'm sorry. He's not Pretty Boy Ricky Stark.
I am going to sit here and gleefully watch the development of both of these lovely young brothers in their wrestling careers. And I actually would like to see how that comes to fruition, because Serge, I do not hate that take. I don't hate that take at all. I think I snickered when you said it the first time.
I know you did. That's why I brought it up. And we had a guest on that day. Look, this is my show. I'm not going to mix words about it. This is Sergio's show.
Give yourself the
close-up, and I got laughed at on my own show. That's all I had to say. Sorry.
Serge, you get laughed at because you're funny, dog. Like, is you funny? That's why we laugh at you.
But look, and all jokes aside, though, I mean, what he's doing right now, the work that he's doing in Maxwell Jacob Freeman's absence, what he is doing right now is phenomenal. And realistically, if we're talking about the wrestlers of the year, the promos of the year, I know everybody's going to talk about that wasn't a pipe bomb. That wasn't that. People, that wasn't a shoot. I'm just throwing that out there, guys. That was work. And that work was fun, but it wasn't the pipe bomb. And honestly, if we're talking about, and I love the fact that you brought it up and you compared it to the legendary, granted, terrible person, but I am mature enough to separate the work from the man. And that's why I still watch the Cosby Show. But just jokes. I do not watch the Cosby Show anymore, but I grew up on it. Heathcliff got me. All right. But
how did we get here? Oh my God.
But the way that you brought up in terms of
Triple H and Rock. Oh, Ric Flair. Yeah.
And the way that Ricky was going out there and in between, because what had happened, for the people who do not know, he and Swerve were going back and forth. And again, you were talking about another thing that you should, the comparisons, Triple H and Rock, I think is a really just spot on comparison for what these guys are doing. Who I think they have the episode for. Oh, for sure. I mean, you were right there with that one. And I can really, I mean, I think that's a great comparison. One looks like the damn Rock. But it's interesting, right? Like the way he was able to kind of break out a character, and they were going back and forth. I'm sorry for those who don't know. They were going back and forth off camera, and that's what made him kind of like break character and say, I'll beat your ass right now. And when you saw Hobbs go and he went nuts, that was great. When you can go out there and break character, and again, it was very Ric Flair-esque. I loved it. I just wanted to, we said all that in a roundabout way. I want to start the show with some sugar and start off with some love and high vibrations.
I got to add some more sugar to this because
go ahead.
The other thing that was really fly about that promo in general is it's just and I hate to continue to pile on to the other company because I feel like we've done it for 2 shows now.
I'm not done. I got notes.
Lord Jesus, Serge got notes, y'all. Hashtag Serge got notes. The other thing I do want to add to that, though, is that it's the beauty of not being shackled by a script. These professionals were allowed to riff off of each other. You know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons why I think that promo came off so well. Ricky's Swerve and Keith Lee didn't even have a mic on. Like, I don't think they had a mic, or they said what they had to say, and then it was done.
You can hear Swerve because I think he was close to. You could hear him yelling, so you could hear what he was saying because he was clear enough.
It was one of those things where that interaction between all 3 of the teams was awesome. Entertaining for both the people at home and the people in the arena. You see who the
weakest link was?
No, but I'm sure you're gonna.
We know who the weakest link was. It was the one white team. It was the Young Bucks. That's what it was. Come on.
But they can be weak in this instance because they're the champs, right? So
I have never agreed with weak champs. I think champions are supposed to go out there and sound
in that moment.
Even in that moment, the reason you bring them out there is to be strong. It's those two are going back and forth, and then they come in there and be like, y'all suck. We're the champs. We started this shit. Y'all just wish you were who we, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how, but these guys go out there and they essentially, I mean, if we're going at the rule, and Tony is one of those guys who is a wrestling guy, right? And he is one of the guys that legitimately, I think, listens to the crowd. Illinois tries to give the people Illinois finest. You know what I'm saying? Let them know.
He's what, Champagne?
I ain't even mad at you. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Do your thing. That's why, because he's from the greatest wrestling
the illest
city.
State. The illest state.
It is not the illest state. I will not say that.
No, I meant us. I meant us.
Yes, I understand, but we have the illest city, not the illest state. Our state is whack.
Look, terrible. I was really trying to slide. I tried to slide that in there. You were like, no.
Look, yo, I love Chicago. Chicago as of today, even in Time Out magazine today. What's today's day? Wednesday, July 13th.
Yes.
Time Out magazine said that Chicago is the #2 greatest city in the world.
Where?
Today.
Look,
today,
so surprised.
last year we're number one. Kind of shitty, but it's okay. But one thing, Tony is a wrestling guy. Yeah. And the thing about Tony being a wrestling guy is that he listens to the crowd. He's not like Vince, who's gonna go out there. You know what? I'm gonna treat him like Voldemort, the one whose name won't be mentioned. He who will not be named. Like I said, he who will not be named. That's how. From now on, that is exactly how I'm talking about, dude. He who will not be named goes out there, and I mean, he doesn't listen to what the people are telling. Tony does, and if Tony's listening to what the people are saying, dude, I think that's the thing about the Young Bucks. They don't need to win. They don't need to have a belt to be dope.
They don't.
We know who they are. They're a legendary tag team. They are probably one of the top 5 tag teams of all time, way behind the Usos and the New Day. But still, they are right there. Not really. They're way to the back, but they're at least 5, and that says something, right? I don't know.
I have a higher thought on. I mean, I think the Young Bucks are very dope. I think they get a lot of
dope. I got the top 5 tag team of all time.
I was just reiterating. That's all.
Okay, make sure.
I was just reiterating. I think they're dope. I think they get a lot of flack sometimes from like wrestling purists or whatever because of like the high flying spot fest and maybe sometimes not selling as much.
Haters.
You know, well, you know, we had a boy Evan Mack here on the show, friend of the show, you know, a few weeks ago, and he's one of them. He was like, I mean, come on. It's like, come on. And his point is very valid, right? But I think that every time the Young Bucks kind of answer that criticism, they always fight someone like FTR, for example, because their first title match against them was a great match.
They put on great matches. Like they tell a very dope story. That's why, again, this match that's taking place in T-minus probably 4 or 5 minutes now, you know what I mean, is going to be another hope. You know, our hope is that it's going to be a really good story, and the chances of the storytelling being really great are extremely high because of who's in there. And then in terms of like tag team veterans, they're the veterans in this triple threat that's happening tonight with Lee Swerve and I was going to say Hobbs and Shaw again, Hobbs and Starks. Hobbs and Starks as well. And then one time for like Hobbs, because I think he's one of the most improved wrestlers in AEW right now because, you know, he was a new green wrestler when the company started. And when he started with the wrestling, I mean, this man went from, people talk about AEW Dark and AEW, you know, Dark Elevation or whatever on YouTube, but like that's before the longest, that's the only place you could see, you know, Powerhouse Hobbs. Yeah. That's before he was Powerhouse Hobbs, when he was just Will Hobbs. He got a new name and everything. You know, so Powerhouse is so much better than Will. Who the hell is Will?
Well, even that, like, it matches him, and there's like a confidence in him that we've gotten to see grow. One of my favorite things as a fan is to watch wrestlers grow. I love seeing talent grow and get real comfortable in their skin. And we keep talking about how amazing, we've been talking for 20 minutes about how amazing this promo was last week, but it was just really
we're talking about how amazing this promo was because there's been so much garbage wrestling recently and garbage entire shows. How do you have a 3-hour show that is just doo-doo? But I digress. Now that we're already into it, let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's get into it. Because look, as soon as who's in there right now wrestling, I can't even see.
Serena Deeb is wrestling someone. I can't see. Okay. She's got J on her butt.
All right.
Not Anna J. It is Anna J.
Okay, Anna. We see y'all.
Anna J. Okay.
All right. Let's talk about the WWE a little bit. They went out there and tried it out. I mean, we got to let people know because there were some things of note that happened, right?
Sure.
He who will not be named is more and more things, and people are coming out with him, and it's going to be extremely interesting to see how that breaks down. Again, staying with the positivity. Shout out to Big E, who is healing, doing his thing. It's going to be a little bit, but interesting note. For those who do not know, he is actually with Triple H right now, and he is actually one of the people that are assessing the new crop of WWE people down at the Performance Center. So that's interesting. And I think that's a great thing that they're utilizing him. And it's cool to see that Triple H seems like he is starting to have his hands back on the wheel a little bit. He was in the back seat, maybe even the trunk for a second, but he's worked his way back up. And he's actually, holding the wheel again. So it's cool to see that. But as always, salute to Big E and what he's doing as well. Yeah, we got to show Big E some love. Got to.
Always show Big E some love. Always.
Have to. Yeah, we know. We know. Really quick, everybody who's watching live right now on the Scrap News' YouTube page of the Fight Podcast, thank you so much for watching. We always appreciate you. If you like the show and you like the shows like this, please like, subscribe, and share. Let people know about the greatest wrestling show in the world. There's no other better pro wrestling and sports entertainment show out there. It's
Top Flight wrestling show in the world, Craig.
That's it. So let people know, much love. We really do appreciate your guys' support. Okay, let's talk about WWE a little bit, because obviously they're doing a lot with Theory. I'm gonna say this too. Come on, when the Tribal Chief shows back up, things just feel better.
Oh, you mean business picks up?
Business picks up. But he goes up there, Paul Heyman. When they're on screen, they're doing amazing things, but there's a lot of nothing going on. There's a lot of you don't understand what's happening. Why in a 3-hour show do we have the Judgment Day going against the Mysterios, where we do not, we nowhere. They're just out there on Main Event. How dare you put the Mysterios and Fergalicious on Main Event? It doesn't make sense to me. Damon Priest, maybe. The rest of them, no. Are you crazy?
They were on Raw this week. Okay,
they were on Raw and had a good show. It had a good match. And a
great match. No, let's be clear.
Fantastic match.
All right. I mean, and again, it's very strange sometimes, because we would kind of expect Raw to drag, and we kind of expect, unfortunately, it to be not as good, right? But let's be clear. Finn Balor versus Rey Mysterio is low-key a dream match, and we got that on Raw for free. You know what I mean? Let's understand,
without any real build-up. And that's the thing. I feel like we're wasting something that is could be so amazing, and I think that's my beef. Right?
Yeah, I mean that's a legitimate beef.
Utilized.
The legitimate beef, but at the same time, not only did we get Finn Balor versus Rey Mysterio and what
then
is
they
essentially
put pants on my man. What's up with that?
I mean, okay, I kind of like the leather pants. Now that I thought about it, I had to think about it.
I had to think about it,
and I was like, okay, he looks good, but this is Finn Balor. Fergalicious looks good and everything. Okay, the man's got 18 abs. It's just happening, so it's fine. But they didn't even, not on top of the fact that we got a dream match on Raw for free. They didn't, sleep through it. They gave us a match. They worked for us. And I appreciate when talent does that. That is, yes, my sister. But you know me, I'm always going to give you some bright side. This is what I'm going to do.
Look, I will say that. Yeah, I'm sorry. Continue.
That's it. That's all. I mean, my thing was, I really enjoyed. It was a bright spot of Raw this week was Finn versus Rey Mysterio. I actually love the whole idea of them the Judgment Day. See, Lord help me, Judgment Day trying to get Dominic Mysterio into the crew. I actually like that.
If it happens, it makes sense. If it doesn't happen, you've wasted my life.
That, and then on top of that, we've getting these really fly videos that tells us that are essentially Edge. They haven't told us that this is Edge, but it's more than likely 9 times out of 10 it is Edge. If it ain't Edge, I'm gonna be mad.
I mean, I think it's. I think we can be certain. This is not a sport. This is not a prediction. This is a spoiler. This is definitely Edge.
But what I am curious about though is, when do we see him? When is he going to reappear? And B, because these videos so far haven't said anything about the folks that just kicked him out. So what I'm curious about is are they going to just act like we didn't see that, and they're going to just throw Edge into something else completely?
Probably.
Because we've all watched WWE long enough to know that is a possibility that could happen.
It is absolutely a possibility.
Or are they going to go ahead and try to continue the story, at least continue the story? And I'm sorry, but like Finn Balor versus Edge, Demon Ferg, Fergalicious, or Prince Ferg even, give me the best Ferg in all of his glory.
Yes.
Versus Edge, another dream match, right? Another dream match with some stakes now. Now it's for the leadership of Judgment Day, or
I got one for you,
or whatever.
I got one. You turn Dominic to the Judgment Day. Edge links up with Ray because they gave fucking, and I love Randy Orton, but for his 20-year anniversary, he's getting all the pomp and circumstance. He was getting a push at the time. They were trying to get Rey Mysterio's coming up on his 20-year anniversary as well, literally 2 months later. And I'm not hearing anything. How dare you have him on main event? You know what I'm saying? I'm really bothered by that.
I was like, that main event appearance really pissed you.
Yeah, for real. We're talking about a legend. Like, no, would they put,
respect,
you know what I'm saying?
Respect
why would they put any
on
other legend on that? Exactly. They wouldn't do that to any other legend, and it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the time. And again, you have opportunity, and that's my issue. Like, it seems like, and I feel like we talk about this all the time. Yo, Vince is out of touch. Like, I think the thing with Theory, look.
Oh, boy.
I've been thinking about this. Oh, you had something to say with Liv, yeah? What we was talking about that we had to talk about?
Yeah, my thing with Liv. Let's just recap. I think that, what did we have? We had Bianca and Liv take on Natty and somebody. That is terrible. Carmella.
Doesn't matter.
That happened at some point. I can't remember if that was SmackDown or Raw. This on Monday. On Raw, though, we had Mella versus Bianca for, I think it was a rematch, right? I think it was for the title or another chance at the title or whatever.
Yeah. I think it was another chance because she got counted out.
They always got to do that stupid beat the champion for a chance at the championship thing, which I hate.
Which is ridiculous.
It is the dumbest thing on earth. But the match was unnecessary, right? We already, like,
for sure,
that was unnecessary.
It was just meant to fill time.
Right, it was meant to fill time, and then of course Becky comes out for commentary, so we already know there's going to be interference, and all of this just to eventually probably get to, I think we're going to get a triple threat at SummerSlam: Bianca, Becky, Carmella for the Raw Women's title, and like,
yeah, you know, only thing that will make me happy with SummerSlam is if Bianca beats Becky in 23 seconds.
I let her just go further spiral down into that crazy hole.
That would be the only thing. And then let's be done with this for a while.
Then where do you put Carmella? Because they threw her in there now because of Rhea being injured, which is, I think, the right choice. I thought that was the right choice.
I think it's
Mella is, again, one of the most improved wrestlers I think I've seen. You know, wrestlers in the game.
She's very good. Very good.
And she understands her character extremely well. Like, I love that. She's annoying because she's supposed to be. We don't want to see her because that is the job she's giving us, and I love that.
Yeah.
So I just think
she does her job. She does her job. Yeah, and honestly, like you said, she's a solid wrestler.
Solid. I think our women's division, Liv as a SmackDown Women's Champion as well, I think is a great choice. Also, here's their issue though: we don't have anybody. We have very little credible people to go against our two champions because they have such a hard time building new stars, and we're missing two big ones.
Jeez.
Shout out to the Glow. Sasha and Naomi could be used immensely right now. They're missed immensely right now. No shade to Natty. Natty is a legend in the game, obviously.
Absolutely.
But that match at Money in the Bank would have been a little bit more interesting if it was Sasha or Naomi. You know what I mean? And then, I mean, what happened to our tag titles? They're just not, our women's tag titles don't exist anymore.
They
don't exist anymore. It's okay. I'm looking cute. You see me? Highlight.
Yeah. It is interesting how they have been playing. You know what I mean? It's almost like those titles didn't exist. It's a very interesting time right now. And honestly,
and the rumor is that they're going to get rid of the NXT women tag titles too. And it's like, you didn't even need those anyway. Like those didn't even
you didn't need them. I mean, from what I hear, they're going to bring, even though I don't think that they're ready. What is there? Dakota, whatever her name is. What's the name? The skateboard girl.
Oh, Cora Jade.
From NXT. Yeah, her. And then like the other, I think there's a couple of them that aren't ready yet, but I think they're about to bring them up. And that's what I keep hearing.
And Toxic Attraction and Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose was already up there. Yeah. Toss them up there. I think it's fine. Let Cora Jade and Roxy, and I think there's a couple other ones that I'm terrible with remembering their names. I think it's great. Keep them down there and let them marinate some more. Let them.
I think so as well. Yeah.
Ray should get the same treatment as yes, sister. You right? We said it.
No, discussion. Oh, here go my boys. They are. So if we are currently watching AEW Dynamite right now, that tag team match that we was talking about is currently happening. I am doing y'all a favor by not moving my seat and the computer and camera over there, so I'll be sitting in front of it. Otherwise, we wouldn't get nothing done.
It's right here for me. I got it on my phone. So listen, we've got it. Just for those who may not know, if you just joined us, AEW Dynamite is in its last 20 minutes as we speak. And they're in the main event. We have introductions and entrances are happening right now. It is the AEW tag team titles are on the line. The current champions are the Young Bucks, and they are versing Powerhouse Hobbs and Pretty Ricky Starks, which is not really his name, but we just keep calling him that. Pretty Ricky Starks. And, Swerve in Our Glory, Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland. And again, triple threat tag team title match. First night of Fyter Fest for AEW Dynamite, a special Dynamite, which I love. I think that's fly that they do that, by the way. And so you're going to catch us. We're going to talk. We don't keep talking in the show. However, if you see us go, ooh, this just happened, that's why, because we're watching the lovely main event of AEW Dynamite as we speak.
Absolutely. Okay, so let me ask you this. I see. I will say a couple things that I've noticed that they've done that I like. I like that Ciampa pretty much told everybody why he's hanging out with The Miz. He's like, look, The Miz gets TV time. If I'm with The Miz, I get eyeballs on me.
I'm on the TV.
And when he said it, I was like, man, I don't know if that was a work or a shoot, but it made sense.
Let's be clear.
I mean,
wrestling stories can be very simple, especially in the days of the fact that we all know that kayfabe is a thing. So it's like,
absolutely,
it could be that simple. Yo, I need matches. I need people to beat up.
And he is an imposing heavy.
And if I'm next to you,
not big.
I know you got enemies, so let me go ahead and beat people up for you. Lovely, love that. Done. Now it makes sense. Now we're not just like, what the heck is Ciampa doing?
No, it makes perfect sense. I love that they did that. Let me ask you this: is Ezekiel getting old?
For me, yes. The one thing the E will absolutely do is they will run a joke into the ground, just like Miz is in his balls. If I hear another joke about his little balls,
oh my god, I am so tired. They have merch.
It was half funny the first time, and then like after
they have merch for that ball joke. Do you know that?
Yes.
Atrocious.
It's literally it's over branding, it's over marketing, right? And that's just the overarching issue with that company in general. But I think that was really fly. Can we talk about the return or the re-return, because he kind of returned a few weeks ago and then left, and then but the re-return of our boy Dolph Ziggler,
DZ
D-Zizzle. Can I talk about Dolph Ziggler for just half a second?
Let's talk about DZ. Go ahead. I'm a DZ fan. So
can we put some respect on Dolph Ziggler's name?
Put some respect on his name.
Can we do it? Because let me tell you something.
On his name.
Dolph Ziggler has been in the game for at least a decade. At least. It's been longer than a decade. That man was part of the Spirit Squad. That was before I even was watching again. And then I came back, blonde hair, short hair with Vicky Guerrero. Man, had a whole situation.
This dude was he was DZ been in there so long. He got in there at the end of the Attitude Era. He was
straight up.
He was right behind John Cena talking about ruthless aggression.
He was ruthless aggression, and like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like role players don't get enough shine, and I love that every time WWE's kind of like, we're in a bind. What can we do? There's like a couple of names that all of a sudden pop up on your screen, and Dolph Ziggler is one of them. What he did in NXT a few months ago was also underrated.
Yes,
that was really a great thing for him to do. I thought that was really fly, and it kind of again just shows you how talented he is. I also think that man is one of the best sellers in the game. I think that man is dead every time somebody kicks in. He's one of the best sellers in the game. And he's another person who always understands his character. It's getting real shiesty over here with swerving the Bucks.
It's hard, man. I'm looking at all kinds of flipping and shit. I'm like, I'm looking trying to listen to you, and I'm looking at the corner of my eye. So look, if we're not paying attention,
I almost lost my point. No, but I'm just saying,
all kinds of tomfoolery going on already.
The Dolph Ziggler again, I love that. I love that. I did not expect it because he's so used to being a heel most of the time, or at least for very long stretches. Like The Miz, he's been face before, but he's a heel for super long stretches. I was pleasantly surprised by the main event at Raw. Pleasantly surprised the fact that he, beat up Theory at the end and helped, and helped the faces win. Like, because I was pleasantly surprised by that.
That's who Theory's supposed to be. Let's be honest. That's exactly who Theory's supposed to be.
I got nothing.
I think when you get Theory at his best, he's Dolph Ziggler. That's Theory at his best. But they're forcing this man down our throat right now, and they're trying to make him something he's not. Now, I think this is a little bit what we're talking about in terms of, because we saw the match with him and Omos and what was it? There was first of all, shout out to Ron Killings. Our Truth finally getting some love. Salute to Our Truth.
That's another
and I like that he had a match with the Usos and the Street Profits, and there's some cool stuff with that, right?
It was let's be clear. It was extremely random. Omos and the Usos versus Our Truth and the Street Profits is a random situation.
Granted, I in my head I put Austin Theory in that match, but
I was trying to
tag team match against them also. So don't worry about that. What I was saying, I digress. You knew where I was going with it though.
I did.
But I was gonna say when they did have a match when Omos and the other, he kind of gets thrown around, right? Yeah. And when he wins, it's never by like he just beats somebody. So I was like, do I see him cashing in and winning the championship? I was like, I don't see that. You had other thoughts. What do you think?
I want to be very clear when I say this. I hope this does not happen. I take it back. I actually kind of hope it does happen just to see the shenanigans, foolery, and everything.
I am done. I am strictly an AEW guy.
I want to see the shenanigans, but I think because Brock and Roman is a last man standing match. It's a last man standing match, Serge.
They're telegraphing it, yo.
It just clicked. It's a last man standing match. Something is going to happen. Brock and Roman are going to beat the absolute hell out of each other. And neither one of them is going to be able to stand up. And Austin Theory is going to cash in and just stand in the ring.
DZ.
And just stand there.
This is when I need DZ to come in there with another one of those beautifully placed,
sweet chin music.
and get him up out of here. But look,
that would be fly. So the fake out of what I just said, and then DZ comes in and does that would be fly.
And then you have a storyline with them. I can get behind that.
That would be dope.
That would be dope. That is the only way. But again, you're going to have to tell me how it goes down because I'm not watching that shit.
You're watching SummerSlam. Stop it. It's the big four. Even when all of us get upset with the E, we at least watch the big four. It's on Peacock. You're already paying for it. Stop it.
All right.
You don't even got an excuse no more.
Man,
you can't even say I'm not paying for that.
It's on the cock. I can't even fuck with it no more. All right. All right.
Can we?
Anything else in the way? Yes.
Yeah, I was like, can we talk about real quick. AEW Dynamite tonight has been actually really, really fly. The first hour
fantastic.
I got to watch like, you know, while I was not uninterrupted, etc. Very interesting, Serge. And you and I was talking about the Orange Cassidy versus Wardlow in the TNT title match tonight. Thoughts?
Oh,
what do you think?
Where'd I go? Hold on.
Where'd you go?
Wait, no. There we go. Look, freshly squeezed. I mean, my man goes out there and puts on fantastic shows.
Yeah.
Goofy Wrestling wins again.
For the win.
Goofy Wrestling for the win. I love Goofy Wrestling and seeing him. And you know what? Salute to Wardlow, because he shows something different than I've seen from him. He showed vulnerability. He showed goofiness. He showed, again, a character, personality. And then even at the end of the match, to be able to pick up Orange Cassidy and kind of give him a fist bump, they kind of still keep that, you know, that
Orange is still a face.
New toy. He's still a face.
Orange is still a face, and he's a super popular, super over one. Even though he kind of wrestled, he wrestled heel, which I thought was mad interesting. Because I was out of anybody. I mean, I know, you know, the styles, right? Like not necessarily the characters, but he wrestled as the heel. Hell, the best friends told us before the match even started, we're gonna cheat. That was like set the tone almost for the, which is perfectly placed promo, by the way. Best friends setting the tone and letting us know, okay, they're gonna cheat. They're kind of playing heel here. And we're gonna have this moment between Orange and Wardlow, and like nobody really thought Orange was gonna win because Wardlow just got the title. But those were some really good near falls. That's the awesomeness about lovely, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. He's such a fun wrestler to watch, because when he wins, you're like, yes, you never expect him to, though. And that's the cool thing. I love that. Those
are the best ones. The guys that can get you, they don't have to. And that's why we love Sami Zayn so much. That's why we love Kevin Owens so much. Those are the type of guys that we love because they don't have to. That's why we love Seth Rollins. You know what I mean? Those type of guys don't have to win. They're those utility players that you can stick them in anywhere and they go out there and cook. Dolph Ziggler is one of those guys. You can almost put him in everywhere. You know what I mean?
Just gonna say that, absolutely.
I love being able to see that, and like what happened to that. But no, it was actually a really, really fun match. It was a really fun match. I think Wardlow, they're really strapping a rocket ship on him, but he's worthy, and I'm seeing more out of him. Yeah, it's good stuff. Like, again, it's so interesting right now because look, and I see my man Keith out here in the ring just doing work,
powering up.
Yeah, he be getting it. I love that shit.
That's our play. That's me and my sister play cousin Keith Lee, because our dad's name is Keith and our cousin's name is Lee. So we just decided that he play cousin now, Keith Lee.
And you know what? If he ever met y'all, he'd take it too.
Play cousin.
Indubitably.
Indubitably, you are my kid. You know.
Yeah, of course. I would love to see a full-blown heel Orange Cat. Yes. I would as well. Full-blown heel Orange Cassidy would be fantastic.
What does that even look like?
Really quick, let me ask you this. We've been talking about tag teams a lot.
Yes.
I want you to rank, and again, we haven't prepped this. I'm just throwing this out here. I want you to rank the top 5 current tag teams, regardless of organization.
Current. I'm going to talk current as of right now at this second. 3 of them are wrestling right now.
I was just about to say that. I'm looking. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Big meaty man slapping meat.
Keith Lee and Powerhouse Hobbs having a moment right now.
Big meaty man slapping meat. Let's go.
Thank you, E. Thank you, Big E, for giving us that moment on your podcast, because big meaty men slapping meat is one of my favorite things to say. No, real life, like actual current tag teams, real life teams, and I'm not talking about people that are like one-offs. I think Swerve and Keith Lee, that's why I'm not going to count them, because I don't think they're a true tag team. I think they're a tag team.
I will agree with
that. To push an agenda, which is cool, which is great. Definitely gonna give it to the Bucks. Gotta give it to the Usos. Gotta give it to FTR. Those are three.
No. I need order. Start at 5, go down. Yes.
Damn, who's number 5? Lord have mercy. Okay.
Bucks,
okay.
Of course.
No, I'm not. They're not my 5.
All right, let me hear. Who you got?
Not currently.
Okay.
Shit, this is hard. Okay. Dang, you gotta be cussing on the stream. Let's see.
I do it all the time. It's okay.
Yeah. One of us has got to not have a funny.
I be do trying that all the time, but every time I post the podcast episode, I always say it's for kids. So I guess
we're still straight. All right. 5. Hobbs and Starks. 4. 4. Young Bucks. 3. It's still the Lucha Bros for me.
Ooh, okay.
Always.
Okay.
They're gonna always be in my top 3.
That one.
They're not gonna never not be in my top 3. Like they just never not. They are always raw.
Right.
New Day and the Usos. That's my 5. Usos is 1 right now because they got all the daggone.
Okay.
Did I say FTR? I said FTR in there, didn't I?
You did not.
I should have.
Yeah, too late. I'm playing.
I should have. FTR is in there too. The New Day, even though they're not doing much right now, they're just always gonna be. They always do their job. I guess that's just always.
I just can't put them in there right now for me personally.
Yeah,
because they suck right now, and it's not. I'm not even gonna mix words. They're ass right now.
They're being booked terrible.
Storylines are ass. They're not winning. They look weak. Yeah. They look like they're about to be on main event. Like, it is bad. And that's the thing. We have these great teams, and we're not doing anything with them. It's terrible. Like, the New Day, we're talking about the New Day. The team that we used to say it goes back and forth to the Usos for one of the greatest tag teams of all time. They have more tag team titles than the Usos.
They do.
But we just going to go ahead and disrespect them like this and just have them essentially being the 24/7 champs? Are you kidding me? They might as well be out there running around. It's ridiculous. It's a shame. And honestly, it proves to me time and time again, and this is why, honestly, I have such an issue with WWE sometimes, is because they prove to me how racist their asses are.
It's sir.
Bullshit.
Tell us how you really feel.
It is such fucking bullshit.
Tell us how you really feel.
You know what I'm saying? No, I am, man. Because it's like, you go out here, and you have these teams and these people that are obviously dope. Why isn't Mustafa Ali getting love? This dude was showing you and having interesting storylines with the Miz and all that shit when he first came back, but y'all just threw him back to the back like he was one of them damn misfit toys. You just chucked his ass off. Nigga gone. Right? So you go and you have him. And then it's like, again, the New Day, we just flat out disrespecting them. We just going out here having a New Day just being just like, yo, you had the New Day come out there with a gimmick, with these little tickets and everything, had a thing, and then you had them get smashed by the Viking Raiders? What?
Like
just smashed.
Here's my thing. Like I see both sides of that segment.
Oh, I still got some more. Oh, I
know.
More.
Oh, I know you do. But I'm gonna talk about that segment. The New Day getting smashed by the Viking Raiders real quick. I want to talk about that segment for 2 seconds. I'm pretty sure that's I can't remember. Ooh, that was dramatic, y'all.
that was a hell of a near fall.
That was very dramatic. I understand the idea behind the repackaging, which is repackaging back to the original package.
My boy Swerve getting done right now.
Murked. Yeah, he's getting murked right now. I gotta rewatch that part because they had a very interesting segment with each team threatening to use the belt to cheat while the ref was down. Interesting. Very good storytelling. I understand the idea of getting the newly repackaged Viking Raiders a beat down on a notable tag team. I understand that thinking.
But the team, but
it didn't have to be the New Day. It didn't have to be the New Day. And the problem is the New Day is so good. I feel you. The New Day is so good at what they do in their jobs that it makes like I can see the inkling or the wanting to the temptation to actually to do that to them, because like all of these other wrestlers we talked about, like Orange Cassidy and Seth Rollins, etc., they can lose and still be heated back up very easily.
It gets to a point in time that when you just keep losing, you losing the crowd. And,
I mean, it's not going to take anything for them to get reheated. They still got Big E, whether he can wrestle again or not, which we're hoping, all healing to the Big E and all that. But whether he can wrestle or not, the absolute second that man walks back out on a stage with that team, instantly reheated, crowd instantly right back.
But why? But here's the thing: why do we have to sit here and act like they're scrubs until then? Again,
I agree.
There's not enough going on. And then here's the thing: why do we keep having the New Day put over these white teams? Why is it constantly putting over these dudes that just to get murdered? It irritates me so much. We just had this nonsense with Bitch, Butch, and Botch, and then you have that first, and then now we have with the Viking Raiders. It's ridiculous. And then let's keep the party going and talk about some other people. Good, yes, Bobby Lashley. You know what? Might possibly be the only person that's getting booked properly right now. Salute to you, sir. Continue doing your thing.
He's one of the only people getting booked
really well. Whatever you're doing right now, Bobby, whoever you're cool with, just keep doing it because, brother, I love it.
And Bobby getting that Roman Brock push right now. He getting that Roman Brock love. Like, hey,
First of all, we needed somebody to go against and get the. Could you have imagined Bobby Lashley with the Money in the Bank, with the briefcase, right now?
No, you know what? Yes, if the Hurt Business ever broke up, that would have been so fly.
I got another one for you. We talking about tag teams: Cedric Alexander
and Shelton mother flipping Benjamin. Used to be the king of the Money Bank ladder match. Used to be the man, and it's still and can still do all of those things.
I'm sorry. Keith Lee's big ass just did a swan time.
Yeah, I was trying to.
And
that happened.
Swerve and Glory are doing work right now.
Stop right now.
And they just won.
Yo,
are you kidding me? Yo. Wait a minute.
Yo.
Get out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Swerve
Strickland and Keith Lee are the new AEW tag team champions right now.
Oh,
that just happened. I just knew that wasn't happening.
I knew that wasn't happening.
Yo,
Matt, we gotta change your top three. You said they weren't a real tag team, and this justifies it.
They heard me and said, "What, Dre? What, Dre? Say less." Okay, excuse me.
Man,
shut up. Turn my mic off right now.
Come on.
Here we
go. Yo, so you know what? My sports entertainment cup runneth over. My sports entertainment cup is full.
My cup, my lovely fight podcast. Cup, go ahead and go to the Etsy. Make sure you get that. Make sure you get that because it's everything. It fits a very large glass of coffee or tea.
Anything.
Or whatever else might be in here.
Or whatever else. You know what I'm saying?
It's 1 o'clock over here. Get that for you. It's great. Yo, Serge. We've been the biggest Swerve and Keith Lee stands on the internet. You hear me? And look what we got. Look what we got as a gift on this Wednesday.
Time out. I said this earlier in the show. Run the tape back. I said this. I said Tony Khan is a wrestling guy.
He said it today.
He heard the crowd, and granted, I thought they was gonna give it to Pretty Ricky, but you just gave us
bucks, man. I thought they were going.
You are giving us a year of incredible rivalry and bookings. Tag teams, not only tag teams, singles matches, Swerve versus Ricky, singles matches, Keith versus Hobbs. There's so much they can do with this. Yo, I am excited. I came in here today. We spent the first 20 minutes of the show
talking about the build to this match.
The build to this match. And we was showing love to pretty Ricky Stark. And I think
who killed it in this match, by the way? Who killed it in this match, by the way?
Who absolutely killed it? Oh, by the way, your what is that? The on-air sign you got back there? That's fire.
Oh, yes.
I like that. That's what's up.
It was a gift from the Royal Rundown family, Rashawn Harvey over here. He in the chat somewhere.
Hey,
thank you, sir. Lovely.
Super dope.
There you go.
Yo, it's I'm telling you. Well, first of all, wow.
Yo, we got a gift.
Shocked.
What a gift we just got. I love that.
What a gift. Y'all got that live. Right here live. See, they told me not to record on Wednesdays. I said, fuck it, I'm doing it anyways.
Man,
and now we got to have a lot. You know what, low key, this might have to be a thing.
This was fun. I feel like we might have to do this again another time. Like,
we absolutely have to do this again.
Special Royal Rundown during a show of some sort. We might have to give live reactions.
I like
to the matches as they happen. Y'all, comment below if you want to see us react to more matches like that.
Yeah, straight up. That was great. I can't stunt. That is not what I expected. And here's the thing. We here at Royal Rundown, we always show love to Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland. I think anybody who listens to any of these 19 episodes that we have understand and know that how much we fuck with them. Yo, low key, I am definitely copping a shirt now. You crazy?
It is happening.
It is absolutely happening. I am copping a shirt. I just got a new little gig. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little couple ducats down.
SERG just got a new look.
I'm fancy though. I'm fancy now. Y'all, I'm telling you, before y'all know it, y'all think I'm playing. I'm definitely hitting all y'all with this very.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
You think I'm playing? That is coming soon for y'all.
That is not a joke. Okay.
And here's the thing,
I love it.
Also, for everyone who supports the show and has consistently been here with us, I really do appreciate you. We see y'all.
Yes.
We see y'all.
We show see y'all.
You know, and we really do appreciate it. You know, I'm gonna save some other thoughts for another day. But like I said, because y'all got heel Surge about to come out, and I'm trying not to have them come out, but let's keep with the positivity because my boys Swerve and Glory got the W this today.
Swerve
I am ecstatic.
And our Glory are the AEW Tag Team Champions. The Royal Rundown salutes those two kings right there. We are geeked for that. And as Serge was saying, yo, straight up, everybody who watches our show every week, if liking, sharing, subscribing, all of that, we really, really do appreciate you, man. We do this show for y'all. We are a different type of show. We know it. We're trying to bring positivity into the wrestling internet game, some fun, bring back the fun because everybody's so serious.
Way too serious.
Speaking of serious, Stefan, that's such a great question.
It's a great
Very serious question. And I'll give you a vague answer. I don't know the exact percentages, but what I will say
is really quick for those who are listening on the audio, what it says is what percentage of wrestling viewer audience is black or a minority because money talks. Very good point. I'm sorry, Dre.
It's a very good point. And it's a very good question. There has always been a high amount of minority viewership when it comes to professional wrestling from the beginning of time, from the carnival days moving on. And so although it's not necessarily the percentage that you should think about. It's really the companies deciding which viewership they want to cater to. So if you notice with WWE specifically, that certain shows cater to certain demographics. For example, NXT 2.0 is 1000% trying to get that teen
little nasty man.
Teen male, teens to 20s male demographic, which is why
nasty on Reddit. That's what they want. They want that nasty Reddit crowd. If you watch NXT, you out there with the nastiest spank bank ever. That is what you do.
What?
Let's just keep it a bean.
So that's just an example of that. But if you do look at the demographics and things, I mean, for example, in Mexico, there's a huge luchador Latino communities love pro wrestling. Yeah. India, which is why WWE's over there trying to, market to the Indian market over there. India is a very big market. So, just giving those two, easy examples of you know, who's watching wrestling. And for example, I mean, minorities have already been there. And if you're on Twitter and on social media, the people that you see talking about wrestling quite a bit happen to be a lot of us. Absolutely. And even just like there's a corner of Twitter that's Black Twitter, there's definitely a Black wrestling Twitter. And it is amazing. Just like everything, we make everything amazing.
We make everything as she knocks her mic down.
You see me, I was excited about it.
Yo, but no, realistically, in terms of that, think about this. We've always been involved in wrestling. Go back to any of your favorite rappers, listen to lines and things that they say. All of them have spit wrestling.
Makes a whole career on that.
Gun. Jay-Z has said things, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have the best, greatest rappers of all time have always spoke about wrestling. Wale's a huge, I mean, come on, they got Wale Mania, you know what I'm saying? So there is much, but that's why we do shows like this. That's why we had a point to do the Royal Rundown, you know what I'm saying? To make sure that, you know, people that look like us, sound like us, you know, are actually sitting out here, you know, talking about it from our perspective too, you know, because we absolutely do have a specific POV. And Dre and I are from the greatest wrestling city in the world, Chicago.
You know it. You see it.
Come on. All right.
That means we have good taste. That's what it means.
Oh, fantastic taste. Yo, this was a like, honestly, Dynamite. And here's the thing, WWE. You guys, if you don't get your shit together, we are about to have another Monday Night War situation. I'm telling you, you think it's sweet, you think it's funny, and I keep hearing, and everybody keeps saying this, they've only been around for 3 years. They can't be competition. Guess what makes you competition? When you keep putting out bullshit and the other people are putting on amazing matches on a random Dynamite. Come on. You just had Keith Lee, somebody that the WWE said, nope, put clothes on him, cover up all his glory, and don't have him be who he is.
That man just won the tag titles in all his glory.
Is better, and now my man is out here doing swantons over the top rope, while his teammate, his brethren, is going out here, somebody that he teamed and partnered with back in the Indies, back in the day. Go out there and put it. Yo, I am so happy for those two dudes, yo.
Yo, the year that
they deserve this.
The year that they've had, the fact that they get to culminate it right now with this is a great thing. I mean, can we also remember that Keith Lee almost died from COVID, G? Like, from complications of COVID.
COVID is real, people.
That man,
it is still here.
That man, yes, that man is just, both of those men have had a very interesting year. They started, they started this year maybe, or last year or whatever, in a different company, have moved on to this one and are now tag team champions. And we have seen, this is a common story now when it comes to AEW. However, like, it's just great to see. And we are always here at the Royal Rundown, talent first. We are pro talent. We want everybody to win. We want everybody to get their bags, and we want everybody to live their dreams. And that's what gets us geeked and excited. That's why you saw the reaction you just saw when those men just won those tag team titles. So shout out to Swerve and Our Glory, man. Shout
out to Swerve and Our Glory. Yo, I cannot lie to you. I was watching it, and you guys can't see my setup right now, but I got the TV over there, and it's like on an angle and shit. It's a little far away from me, so I was over there, but I'm watching it. So I watched the Swan. What was that?
You over there squinting at it,
man. You know what I'm saying? And I got good vision, but like I see the one, and I see the energy. You know what I'm saying? Right. You can see it, and I see the one. I see the two, and I'm like, all right, he's about to kick out. Like I'm just telling myself, here comes the kick out. Right? Here's the near fall. And when I saw that hand go down, I'm like, wait up, it's only 3, it's not 5, right? We not on the old school Big E. We ain't getting our 5 count.
Ray ain't enough, man. I need 5. Okay, I'm done. Sorry.
Yeah. Man, yo, this is great fun.
It's a great way to end the show, G. We happy.
What a great way to end the show. We happy.
Perfect.
That's it. Man. That's how we get down. Yo, we was just talking about black people not getting on, and look,
And look,
they gave it to, and you know what?
Asking you shall receive.
AEW has not been great with that. AEW has not been great with that.
It's a criticism that they've had in the past. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So to be able to see them and give these dudes the platform, and again, let's say that in real quick, and again, we did give hella props to Ricky Stark and them. Yeah. As my camera dies because I've been on this mug far too long.
Because he is so geeked.
Dog, hold on, and I'm still trying to figure this out. Look, my camera gonna look terrible now. Lighting, it's in my chest.
Not the chest, but it did show off that beautiful Fight Podcast t-shirt that you have.
Oh my goodness!
With the logo, bam!
People? Did you see that with the logo? Mm-hmm. Make sure.
Gotta make it work.
Out let me see that. Y'all see? Y'all
there you go.
Real nice.
Focus. It's focused. We see
you. Tees. Make sure here. Let me get this so you guys see this.
They're good, sturdy, good quality. Get you one.
Champion brand. You know what I'm saying? Got a little logo on the back. We got
go to Etsy. Etsy.com.
Etsy.com/shop. Come on, people. You know how we get down.
The Fight Pod shop.
And also in the comments, let me know if you guys want Royal Rundown specific gear. You let me know. If you really want that, we can make that happen.
Say yeah.
You know, we can make that happen. But since I did see, thank you very much. Since I did see people do want to have us do some like live streams during shows, we would do that more. So we will determine what's one of the best shows for that for you guys, because there are some good ones, but we will definitely do that again. Thank you as always, Ms. Drede. Was anything else you want to say?
Yo, I guess part 2 of Fighter Fest is next week, AEW Dynamite. So that Fighter Fest night 1 was tonight. We get another one next week. Again, those special Dynamites are dope. So yeah, we don't know. Maybe it's next week. Next week is going to be the Chris Jericho and Eddie Kingston in a barbed wire everywhere match.
Yeah, that should be nuts. That should be great. Because Eddie Kingston is amazing. One of my favorite. And really quick, I didn't say this earlier because I was giving because I asked you for your top tag teams. I never gave mine.
Give them.
And I was just thinking about that, and I don't want to. And I feel like I'd be rude of me if I didn't.
And you're cheating now because I already know what one of them's gonna be.
Come on now, you ready?
They should.
They were gonna be in there anyways.
You've got more information than I did.
Split up the list, right? It's got a little bit more context.
Right.
Look, for me, I got hold on. I gotta make sure.
Not
right,
ravishing.
Number 5, I have. I actually have. Okay, number 1, Uso.
Yes. That's your number 1 bloodline, your brother.
Number 1.
Your long lost brethren. Got it.
We not the 2s, we the 1s. All right. So that's the first. It's Usos. I say them first because they first.
Just because he's a long lost brother of them. That's why.
Because because Black and Puerto Rican makes Samoan. Obviously.
Makes a Samoan. I feel you. Like the math be mathing. I get it.
The math be mathing. Number 2. Teams that I enjoy, and I say it, and I hate to say it because it just happened to them right now. Swerve and Glory. They're my number 2. Number 3 is FTR. Number 4 is Street Profits. Number 5.
Ooh,
they're my number. I love the Street Profits. Angelo Dawkins is hitting a whole new level. Put some respect on that man's name. These two are just amazing. I love those guys. I love what they do. And number 5, a team that I thoroughly enjoy as a tag team. Ooh. That I enjoy, because it'd be easier for me to say the Young Bucks. But I'm not going to say the Young Bucks because I don't watch them enough to actually sit there. So I'd be lying to y'all, and I ain't here to lie to y'all. So I ain't going to say that because I'll be honest with you. I like Alpha Academy more than I like them. I like RK Bro.
RK Bro's not a tag team right now.
Oh, fuck, you right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And that was disrespectful about Alpha Academy. That's just disrespectful.
I like Alpha Academy.
No disrespect to them because I like them too. But come on,
I like them.
They barely win. Stop it.
I'm saying
can't be in your top 5.
Enjoy.
Okay, fine. Fair enough.
Oh, I enjoy. But if we're talking about bad, you're right. But they, before WrestleMania, they were.
I mean, I said New Day, so
and
they're getting.
I was like, yo, come on,
New Day, and they got beat up by the fucking Raiders.
One ever.
Fair point.
Ever, you know what I'm saying? But you know what? No, actually, I'll tell you who they are. My tag team is my 5 is Santana Ortiz.
I love them. And can we just talk about
Those are
the
my
rumor of that real fast? I just want to touch on it, and I hope it's not true,
Mhm.
but I think it might be. Is that Santana and Tweets are not vibing together at the moment, and they might be breaking up.
Like in real life?
Like in real life.
Oh.
That's the rumor. I hope it's a rumor, but I don't like it because I adore them, and
they're my five,
and they haven't
they're
even. I don't think they even reached the heights that they could as a tag team. I think they'll be great singles wrestlers, obviously, but like I think they haven't done it, at least in AEW. As LAX and Impact, they did all the things. But I want them to have that moment in AEW before they break up. But I'm a little nervous because my man's wasn't on TV today. Ortiz was, but Santana
no. Santana, because he messed up his knee real bad.
He is injured, true, but he did. I mean, Ortiz didn't wrestle. They could still be on TV together.
I mean, if he might be. What it seems like he might just be in bed rest. He might not be able to move around.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stay positive.
Yeah. So we'll stay positive. My Puerto Rican brethren, we got him. Y'all better stay tight. I need a Puerto Rican team now. They would be my five. They'd be my five. That's what they'd be. That'd be my five. All right, cool. That's my list. All right. This is about all the time we have. This has been another fantastic. This has been actually a really dope episode.
Great.
Royal Rundown, the best show in all of pro wrestling and sports entertainment. If you like shows like this and more, please make sure you follow, you like, you subscribe, you share. Let the people know about the show. That stuff really makes a difference. We really appreciate you guys.
Comments below for what shows coming up in the future you would like us to live stream / do reactions to. That'll let us know how to do, because this was an accident. This was like
accident.
This was an accident.
It worked, and I loved it. It ended up being really sick.
If you want to do more of these, let us know.
And also make sure, guys, as always, like I said, make sure you check out the Scrap News. Absolute best in combat sports media. They have incredible articles on their website. Check out the scrapnews.co, as well as check out their YouTube page. They have great other shows and videos and clips and things like that. One of the absolute best in combat sports media. Please go out there and check that out. And like I said, check out the Fight Podcast everywhere podcasting is available. Google, Apple, all them good things. Apple, Google Play, Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitchers.
Even if you watch the show, go listen to the podcast. Even if you listen to the podcast, go watch the show.
Yes.
And then hit the like button.
Fight Podcast, and hit the like button. And again, if you like MMA and boxing as well, check out the Fight Podcast and check out all the shows on the Fight Pod Network. We not only have, obviously, the Royal Rundown, we also have the Fight Podcast, show, as well as Who You Got is our fight pick show with the legendary Kat Zingano. All right. Love y'all. As we always leave you guys here. And let me turn off this fantastic music because, you know what I'm saying? Just been vibing the whole time. But let me hit this. And I'm going to leave y'all with a little something, as we always do here on the Royal Rundown, because we always want to leave y'all with a little inspiration. We always want to leave y'all a little bit of, some knowledge before you hit the road. And when you guys go to work, you make sure you let the people know.
Yesterday's price is not today's price. Yesterday's price is not today's price. He's certified.